Lay out the holes for the block here on the block. So first step, it says label all surfaces on block with front, left side, right side, top, etc. So this is the way I'm going to want mine. I want this to be my top. This is a nice side here. I can use this as my front. So I'm going to say top. I'm going to say front. I'm going to say this is my right side, so I'm just going to go R side. And just so I don't get mixed up here, L side. Whoops, side. Okay, what's next? Mark a line 3/4 down from top of front, then another line 1 1/4 up from bottom. So if that doesn't make sense to you, what you do is you take a look at the picture and see if you can figure it out. Okay, so it says 3/4 down from the top, and then another one 1 1/4 up from the bottom. Okay, so you can get a ruler, or you can use the ruler on the combination square. Okay, and we're going to get it even with the top edge, and we're going to go 3/4 down from the top, make a little mark, and we're going to go 1 1/4 up from the bottom, and make a little mark. Okay, then we're just going to use the square, put the yellow part of the square tight up against the side of the board. Make sure you pinch that tight up against there. Put your pencil, or in this case pen, I'm using a pen so you can see a bit better for the demo, but normally you guys would use a pencil. Okay, so we're going to go across at 1 1/4 from the bottom, and we're also going to go across at that 3/4 inch mark from the top. Okay, so let's see what it says to do next here. Next, find the middle of the bottom line you just made. Okay, so how would we find the middle of this line? What do you guys think?
Measure how long it is.
Measure how long it is. Now, do you guys remember how wide this block was supposed to be?
3 3/4.
3.5, actually. So 3.5. So let's just check and see if this is correct. But it's very close to 3.5. It's pretty much bang on. But what's half of 3.5? What's half of 3? 1.5, yeah. And half of a half is a quarter. So we add 1.5 plus a quarter is 1 3/4. Perfect. So even if it wasn't, let's say if this was a little bit undersized or oversized, we could still do the same thing. We could just make a mark at 1 3/4, go from one end of the line, and then we could flip it around, and we can go 1 3/4 again from the other end of the line. And if it was off, you would have two lines with a little space in between. So the middle would be actually the middle of the space. So if you end up with two lines instead of one line, the middle would just be the middle of in between the two lines. So what that would look like, let's say if you had another line, if you measured 1 3/4 from both sides and there was two lines like that, the middle would actually be this right in the middle of those two lines. In this case, I just drew this one on just for fun there, but it was accurate. The first line was accurate. Okay, so that's going to be the center of our hole where the gumball drops out. So that looks like our picture now, has our 3/4 inch line there and our 1 1/4 line up from the bottom. All right, what do we do next? Where are we here? Okay, so we need to do a corner to corner line to find the middle of our top. Okay, so we can just extend the ruler out and carefully line up the points on each corner. Draw a line down. Same thing on the other one. Take your time to make sure you do it accurately. If you're using pencil and you mess it up, just erase it and try again. Okay, so now that's going to be our top hole where the gumballs will drop down. And it also says we need to do that on the side. Okay, but if you take a look at the picture here, it shows that we need to transfer this 3/4 inch line across one side and then do the X. Okay, so we're going to go back to our front. We have this 3/4 inch line, 3/4 down from the top here. So I'm going to go and extend this line. So I'm just going to kind of make it go around the corner a little bit here so I can see it on the side. I'm going to extend it across. now my corner to corner thing is going to be just below that line. Oops, oops, a little bit on me. Good here, Mr. Weber. All right, so that's the 3 hole locations. So once you have those, you just scratch all, make a dent, another dent, and another dent, and then we're all done. Okay, that's that.